Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We did it. We made it through another week, and here we are. It is happy TGIF Friday, and we are kind of in the middle of July, so think of something kind of cool and fun and stay out of the heat this weekend. Hey, Melissa. Hi, Ivana. So, anybody catch the show last night? It was about numbers and signs and messages. Good morning, Amelia. Nice to see you. Hey, Jeffrey. Hello. So we talked about numbers and what they mean and if there's signs and getting repeating numbers and all of that fun stuff. So I thought I would continue it a little today because there's so much to talk about with it that 50 minutes wasn't going to cover it. Hey, Shelby, happy Friday. So there we go. And there's Tracy. Everybody's getting here. Welcome, welcome. There we go. So for a lot of us, we'll do something fun. So for a lot of us, we may see a repeating number, or we may have a number that connects us to a loved one in spirit, or we just may kind of either see a number, hear a number, or coincidences of numbers, license plates, all of those fun things. So if you get numbers, share them with me, because I kind of want to see what is happening with everybody, or if I'm the only one getting numbers, which I highly doubt. And good morning, Catherine. So, we have to kind of start looking at, what do these numbers mean? Why are we getting them? What are the signs? Because they can really guide us in our life. They can really show us what's the next step, or are we on the right path, or do we need to make a change? So 88 and 911, which is and then 1111, definitely, Tracy. I do know the 1111. First of all, the 911 is an 11 as well. And then the 16, 88 is 16, which is a 7. So that has a lot to do with, spiritual path, spiritual enlightenment, opening yourself up. Emilio, the 1010 really means a new path of spirituality. It is a starting over, like a new phase, but it is one that embraces higher self, spiritual self, the angelic realm. So a lot of that one that you're seeing has to do with connecting to spirit and source, and kind of start taking that path a bit. So number 9 is a completion number. So number 9 usually says you're at the end of something, or something is finished, or this is the final part in it. And then you'll then start seeing ones, usually, if you start entering that next one. Keely, the 444 is fantastic. I had that on the show last night, where it was 444 that I was getting. And a lot of that really has to do with listening and communicating with your team more, knowing that they're opening up those levels of communication and trying to show you. So, and Julie, yeah, the 3 ones and 222, a lot. That is like your angel team definitely coming in hardcore for you, right? Boom, boom, boom. So I've always, Sally, I've always liked that number 13 myself. For some reason, I've always felt super connected to the number 13 as well, and 21. But 13 back to back is very cool. That is actually an 8, which is a manifestation number. It is a number of taking something into the physical. So it has a lot to do with where you're manifesting and what you're doing. Now, if we were to break that down, though, it also kind of, to me, just intuitively, represents starting single, going to family, single, going to family. So I don't know if you are very independent, or spent your life independent or single and then created a family, but I always kind of see it that way too, because it just depends. So there's so many things you can do with the numbers, okay? And it really is about your interpretation of it, okay? So it's your interpretation. So for instance, if you've got a 19 as your number, let's just say 19, right? Well, you have a few ways to do that. You can either say 1, which is a beginning, and 9 is a finish, showing you it's a full cycle. Or you can add up the 9 and the 1, which is a 10, which is a 1, which is the beginning of a new cycle, right? So to me, it's, does the number tell the story, or is the number a message? And we have to kind of look at that to our own interpretation. Where are we in our lives? What are we doing? What questions are we putting out to the universe? Because they're going to answer the questions you're putting out, right? And if you're asking them for a decision, yet you feel like they're not talking to you, yet they're showing you numbers, they're talking to you, right? 219. So what is that? 10, 11, 12, 3, right? So that 3, to me, again, 3 usually means about unity, family, needing to have that family core with you. So yeah, go back and listen. There was a lot of stuff in that show. That was a lot of fun. And let's say you've got numbers that are connected to your loved ones, right? Let's just say they are, well, you'll have to look at those synchronicities. Is it your birthday they're celebrating, their birthday, a special number that you had together? You know, because they will talk to you that way. Remember, not everybody can hear spirit, not the way that some of us hear it. So some of us, they have to connect to some of us using these signs, using these symbols. And is it like charades? It is like charades, but isn't that the fun of it? Like the fact that we as humans conform language to only words and speech, that's on us. That doesn't mean that's how spirit communicates. They're not so narrow in their communication, right? They're gonna use every tool in the toolbox. So that tool may be a sign or a flash or a word or a light, or drawing your attention to the street sign, or drawing your attention to a license plate, drawing your attention to the clock. Or how many times will you see a time in the morning, say 11:11, and then you'll see 1:11 in the afternoon, and then you'll see 11:11 at night? I mean, how many times? Are you kidding? Like, what do you think that is? So, and thank you guys for sharing. Thank you. So, Michelle, Mom's birthday. So yeah. So you get the 316 as the birthday. Your mom is saying, I'm around you. Your mom is saying hi. Hey, Helen. Speaking of hi Helen. You guys are making me thirsty. Give me a minute. I do love my coffee. The minute I get a coffee sponsor is going to be like a whole celebration day. Let's do something. Here, what I want you to do is these are not number cards, so let me show you. These are just angel messages, but I really think they're really fun. So what I'm going to do is give me a number, and I'm just going to pull out a card. Just give me one number, 1 to 20. Give me a number 1 to 20, someone. Come on, hurry up. Let me see, 1 to 20, first person. 1 to 20. 9, 1. Okay, hang on, 1. Okay, Jamie, this is your message. Adventure. Instead of seeing the current situation as an obstacle, try seeing it as an adventure. Explore all the possibilities. There are many more than you currently imagine. Instead of seeing things as either black or white, try to explore them all in between. Okay, here's do 12. Here's do 12. That's a Colbyism. A positive outcome requires a positive vision. Visualize everyone involved in your present situation, surrounded by light and love. Make sure to include yourself also. Your love has the power to influence and transform the current events. Here's 16, trust. All will work out well. We, your angels, are here to nurture, protect, and heal you. Trust in the healing power of our love. We know you more than you will ever know. Let's do 4. Achievement. Take a little time to reflect on what you have achieved to date. It's often necessary to forget where you started from and how far you've come. Honor and be grateful for this extraordinary journey in your life. There you go. So this is it. It's fun, right? So what I did there, again, these are not number cards, okay? They're not. They're just, these are messages. But what I did is I lined them up just by counting them numbers, so that when you gave a number, we trusted your higher self in spirit that this would be a message that you could take from it. So these are really fun. I love these. What I do with these are my little, see, there's just these. So what I do is I'll do a reading with a client in a session, and on the way out, I just ask them to ask a question and draw one of these cute little things. So it was really fun. But that's the thing, you guys, is looking at how the numbers connect and correlate to your life, your journey, your loved ones in spirit, your guides. And the only way you're really going to know is if you play with it. If you play with it, it takes your imagination, it takes some connecting the dots, but it's really about having fun. Good, I'm glad, Jeffrey. This is called Healing Angel Cards. And basically, it's a deck, but not really. Really, it's just a bunch of little messages. Mindfulness. Look, I just drew mindfulness. Be mindful of another's feelings and needs. Someone needs your love right now. A loving thought is all it takes. So there you go. So it's all bunch of things. One other thing is there's that sacred, go back to the show for someone. It's Sacred Angel Numbers or something. It's Joanne. And I love that website. Any number combination you want to know about, she breaks it all down. And it's really fantastic. But numbers are just another way for spirit to talk to us. All right? They're just a wonderful way to connect the dots. Now, also what you can do real quick, there's your life path, okay? So your life path is your date of birth, and you have to add that up. So it is your month, your day, and your year. And you add them up, and you deduce it down to a single number, unless it's an 11 or a 22, okay? So what you do with it is you can look at it, and it tells you what is this physical life, what is the purpose behind this physical life? What are you supposed to be doing, or where are you supposed to be going? That's your life path, right? So let's say it's January 5th, 2005, right? So January 5th, that's a 6 plus 2005. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 plus 4, right? That's 14, so it's a 5. So that would be 5 would really be about family and nurturing and pulling people together and being, that nurturing being for others and in your life and creating that unitedness, okay? So that's just gives you an idea. That's your life path. Now, you can then take that number, January 5th, I think I said, and now we can put it in the current year, 2017. So January 5th, that's a 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 7 is what? 16, is that right? Which is a 7. So that 7 means this person is now supposed to be opening up, lightening up to their spirituality, connecting to higher self. So that's this year's path, this year's journey. And that's what you can do. You can look at your birth year, what is your life path, and then you can go back and say, what is this current year's lesson? And so the current year is your birthday, but the current year. And you add that up, you deduce it down to one number, okay? And that lets you know, what is my job this year? What am I supposed to be doing this year? Just so you stay on task, right? We want you to stay on point with this, right? We don't want you to fall behind. And so there you go. Those are things you can do with it. So Jamie 37 is a 10, which is a 1. New phase, new beginning, starting over, especially with your spiritual connection. And tuning into that even more, taking it to a whole new level. So there's your 37, which is a 1. Okay, so there you go, everybody. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed it today. Go back and listen to last night's show if you can. It's on the Facebook page, live with Colby Psychic Rebel. And I will have to just share really quick, it was just accepted to iHeartRadio. So that is very, very exciting. I'll be sharing that link very, very soon with you, so you can tune in there. So, all right, there we go. That was some fun. And, oh, I love it. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you, babe. All right, you guys, your job is to have a great weekend, a fabulous weekend. Do something fun, have fun, and celebrate, okay? Celebrate your beautiful self, your amazing self. And if anyone ever makes you feel or think that you're not enough, you just don't need them in your life. Remember that, all right? Because you are amazing. You are of source. You are absolutely everything you already need to be. So stop trying so hard. All right? Have a great weekend. Love you all. See you Monday. Bye.